Corey Feldman's recent performance on the Today Show has gone viral, although probably not for the reasons that he would like. Let's take a look at some video. So there we see some dance moves.
It's pretty
that is
good,
very
honestly.
I mean,
choreographed.
It's very Sia.
Very meta. And
For
do we actually
someone
have
who's dead on the inside, it seems like he's doing a good job appearing very much alive.
He does look like a very good reanimation of Corey Feldman. Do we have a clip of some actual video of that performance so we can throw it in?
Tell me what's happening. You got a Grim Reaper look going on, and the angels are here. I don't like this interaction.
No, you know, it's all actually the whole theme of the album is good versus evil, heaven versus hell, all that sort of thing. So they're angelic, and if you look actually at the artwork on the album, you'll see that it's me trying to crawl out of a fiery pit, and it's the angels pulling me out. So that kind of all goes along with the concept.
Why this concept?
Well, probably because I know that angels have probably saved me once or twice in my life, and I like helping them as well. That's why I created Corey's Angels, as a way to help girls who are like kind of lost and needed to find their way to get their opportunities, their dreams, and make them realities. And that's what we do. We try to help them make their realities, you know, their dreams.
And there's going to be some MJ moves coming here in a minute.
Does it kind of come
no
a little
MJ
bit?
moves. No, yeah, it's kind of a similar style of dance because we grew up dancing together. So he was my idol, obviously, and a lot of my influences.
Shall we get to it?
You have that feeling it's about to go down in here? I also have it. Let's do this.
We're going to go for it.
Take it away.
Here we go.
All
Who did he
right.
learn those dance moves from? Michael Jackson? Okay, that's the last joke I'll make about that. Let's keep going.
Well, yeah. Okay, first of all.
Wait, let me give you a little bit of context before we get a reaction. Then I do actually think we have a video of the song a little bit that I'm going to throw to. So in a now deleted Facebook Live post, Corey and one of Corey's angels, Courtney Ann, spoke out about how hurt they were by the public reaction to this song and his dance. He says, quote, "We just wanted to tell everybody that, like, it's been really painful. We put ourselves out there and we did the best that we could, and like, I've never had such mean things said about me, like, constantly." He goes on to say, "It was a song, okay? It wasn't that weird." Adding, "I'm sorry that if it's not good enough for you, but you don't have to beat us up. I just want to say that, like, why is it okay to, like, publicly shame us?" And then finally, "Public shaming should not be accepted no matter who you are. It doesn't matter if they're a celebrity or not. We deserve love. We deserve, like, normal life. It's not okay. It's not acceptable to call us freaks, weirdos, losers, whatsoever." Which I would somewhat agree with. However, you did put yourself out there on perhaps one of the most public television forums that you could on the Today Show. And before I get a reaction, can we throw to the last video of the actual song so we can get a little gauge on our musical sensibilities with that? All right, guys. Jason, Hasan, you guys are both big fans of music.
Totally. Well, and I was also, I'm a dancer, so that choreography was very interpretive. I don't know who choreographed that. They probably made a lot of money, but it looked great. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Can anyone go on the Today Show for the concert series? Because how in the hell did Corey Feldman get on the Today Show? Normally that's reserved for such acts like Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, NSYNC. Corey Feldman?
Are you trying to say that Corey Feldman isn't one of the greats, like in sync? I'm
Absolutely.
so surprised to hear this.
I think that Corey Feldman, first of all, I agree with everything he said about public shaming should not be accepted, and how many times he used the word "like" in his monologue. But yeah.
So here's my question for you guys. Is it actually public shaming if people's opinions were not favorable of his performance and of, you know, his music? Now, I think it's fair to say that a lot of the mean comments are not okay, and we would never, you know, condone or support that. But is it really public shaming that a lot of media outlets were saying this wasn't a great performance? Hasan, what do you think?
I think public shaming is when you see something that's meant to be private and then it somehow makes its way into the public eye, and then people are like, I don't disagree with that, and then they start making fun of this person. Corey Feldman's been a very public person since, you know, since he was a little baby, basically. And I'm surprised that he's getting backlash from this performance, one way or the other, when he's obviously put himself out there on multiple different occasions with his angels, mind you. I think there was a dating show, if I remember correctly, where he featured his angels before, like his polyamorous relationship that he has with them, girls that are confused and lost, in his own words, not mine. And people have lambasted him in the past. So what's so interesting about this performance now?
What's so interesting about it now is because as an artist, you're more sort of sensitive about your art. You know, when you're in the public eye for dating and stuff like that, it's a little bit different. But when obviously he's passionate about what he's doing, so when you're creating or have a creative muse or you're trying to put something creative out there, it's more personal. It's more I guess ego-driven is the word. So he's a little sensitive on that note. But again, your question was, are the comments bad if they're talking about his performance? And I think that no. I mean, there's levels to if they're saying like calling him names, saying evil things like that. Yeah, but they're saying they didn't like the performance, and no, it's not really public shaming.
And something I want to point out and get your reaction to as well is that the song is called Go For It. It's from the album, like he said, Angelic to the Core. And this song features Snoop Dogg. And actually, I noticed this song before it went viral. If we can throw to that tweet there you go. You might hate your job, but probably not as much as Snoop Dogg when he featured on a Corey Feldman song. And that's from May, guys. I called this back in May, and I can't believe this song, Go For It, is finally getting the recognition that I feel it deserves just solely for being so bizarre. What do you guys think about Snoop Dogg featuring on a Corey Feldman song?
I wish Snoop Dogg was also there, also choreographing those interpretive dance moves that Corey Feldman was featuring.
Interestingly enough, they did bring out a rapper in that performance. That rapper sort of lip-sync or sang along to Snoop Dogg's part. However, it was not Snoop Dogg.
I think if Snoop was on the Today Show with Corey Feldman saying things like, "It's a Snoop deal, double jizzle, my nizzle," I think it would have been way more publicly accepted than just having Corey Feldman there alone with his Angels.
All right, so is there anything that Corey can do, final thoughts, to salvage this music career, even though it had such a poor reception in the public eye? Is there anything that he can do right now? Should he work on his dancing, his singing, or just in general you want to scrap the whole thing?
I just think if you want to be a private person, you need to start being a private person and not go on television shows. And if you want to put yourself out there, understand that people are going to troll you, especially when you put yourself out there in such a big way.
Young Turks membership.
I can't tell you how good that feels and how good that tastes.
Find out. TYTnetwork.com/join.